Hello everybody, welcome back to Gregtech New Horizons. I hope that you all have had a fantastic week and I hope that you're ready for another episode. Real quick before we get started, the plan for today is mainly going to be getting ore generation, not ore generation, that's the wrong word. We don't generate the ores, or processing all set up. I think that that's going to be the big overarching goal. And then also I'm going to finally seal off this ceiling. Problem is that this this kind of put a damper in my plan. I'm not sure what caused it. I don't know if there's a new plugin on the server, but I'm gonna grab some wheat, like if there's like an entity cramming thing, and that it just gets rid of them if they're too far away. But I need to get a whole bunch more wool, and I also need to get a bunch more stone. So we're gonna be looking for all of that. Stop eating. I can't shear you. Can I? No. Stop eating. Buy you books. Send you to school and you still throw rocks at the teacher. But let's just set up some basic ore processing. The goal is that we can just leave the system and forget about it. Like just throw our raw ores in a chest, and then they'll go to the macerators, and then the macerators will put it into our system, and we don't have to worry about anything. So that's the goal. That is the goal. So I'm going to make some goodies for this, and we'll just start off with our one and our macerator, our singular macerator, and singular ore washing plant. But I need to actually grab all of this so that we can move everything, because we're going to put this underground, because that's going to be the most efficient way to hide all of this. And I'm thinking we're not going to put it in this chunk, because this chunk it's already got too much going on. Oh yeah, and we're completely full on oak stuff. So, or not oak stuff, I just read oak drawer, that's why I said oak stuff. But we're completely full on charcoal. So we're gonna actually start getting too much creosote, and we're gonna start overfilling on this bad boy, charcoal. And we'll figure it out, because that's what we do. We figure stuff out. But that's gonna be an issue. Just a little bit. So I'm gonna make an area for downstairs, and I want to have the chest for everything up here. So I want to, I don't know, I'm thinking if we put our wall of resources like here or right here, I don't know. I'm trying to think, what's going to be the most interesting? Like what's gonna, where am I going to want to live 90% of the time? Because that's what I'm figuring out right now, is I'm figuring out where am I going to spend 90% of my time, because that's where we're going to be having to deal with crap. So I'm thinking if this wall might be a good wall or this wall would probably be better, because we'd have more real estate to really extend it. Okay, so we can have some that are the oak drawers, just because those will be like really high maintenance ones. Okay, here we go. So we've got oak drawers, and the idea is that we would have our oak drawer like this. I want to leave a little bit of a gap in case I want to put something along here that can have input. We would have it like that, right? And then we would have the occasional, but that's going to be an issue, because we put something on it, it's going to make all this area dark. I thought about it. I don't care enough. We're just going to do this. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. Oh wait, I could just do that number. Yeah, so we can just do that instead. Oh no. Why you take so long? Can I see? That's what I'm worried about. There we go. And then we can put stuff like that. No, I keep doing this. Stinky. Oh, but I'm not gonna like that. Yeah, no, this will be fine. This will be fine. Okay, and then if in the back we have a system for sorting, because this one will just sort based on ingots. And then let's look at our, yeah. So this is the chunk that we have to work with. Oh, I really don't like that it's such a small chunk. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Don't even sweat. Slight problem. I sort of forgot that this is right next to our old basaltic mineral mine, or our iron. That might raise some concerns, but that'll be okay. That's not my problem. That's future Ashby's problem. So I don't even know that guy. I hate him. I'm gonna bite myself in the butt. That's okay. Back to it. Okay, so if we look down here, do I have music on? Sick. I don't, but still playing the sounds. So this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. So we have a chest that comes from upstairs. So let me just go up there real quick, slash home. Okay, so we have like a labeled chest. I don't know, probably maybe like right here or right here, somewhere around here, that will pull items from it down into a macerator. Okay, so that's the first thing, is I want to pull items from the system into a macerator. So what we've got over here is I have some steam. I have some steel fluid pipes, and this will be how we transport our steam around, because we're not going to want to use wires all over the place. Because of the loss that we'll have, it's going to be more efficient to just pull everything via steam instead. So we'll pull everything with steam. And let me actually get this steel chest already. So give me 2 seconds. All right, so this is what I'm thinking. I've reconfigured everything. And so we have this one right here, which will just be, it'll just be a chest, and we'll have a, you know, it'll just go straight down, and it'll have an item pipe. Let me just set up all of this actually, because this will just be easier as long as the, you know, all of the infrastructure is already here. Let's grab all of our item pipes. I need my crowbar. Oh, I have it on me. Grab that bad boy. Look at that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That one. And then we can grab that off. Grab these bad boys. And we can do that. And we're going to import from this chest, and it'll be grand. So now, oh, I was going to, I believe it's, so it's 1, 2, I think it's this one. I'm amazing. Okay, so we'll pull down from there. Is that, I think that's all connected. I sure hope it is. We'll find out. We'll pull down from there, and everything will instantly go into, I think that we just go straight into a grinder. I don't think that there's a reason to not go straight into a grinder. But then once it goes through the grinder, we'll have another wall of 4x4. Well, where do I put the wall? Okay, so I just had an opportunity to find out some of the things that some of the other members of the server are doing. So for example, a lot of them, well, I guess I've only talked to one, but they recommended doing the large multi-block structures for ore processing. So for example, the steam purifier for doing mass ore washing. Now there's 2 modes for it. There's one that's faster, and we can see here there's the default washer mode and a simple washer mode. A simple washer mode is faster, but they do not give byproducts. So I'd rather get the byproducts. I'm not that worried about, like, you know, time when we're thinking about that. So I'd rather just get the byproducts because all of this is going to be running in the background. It's not that big of a deal. So that's what I'm going to want to do. How do I get this? Gold and copper. Okay. All right. So I'm going to want this. So I need Tumbaga. Do I need that for all of it? Yes. Okay. I will be right back. And I'm going to figure out everything that we're going to need. So what we'll do is we'll have the macerator right here, and we'll make sure that all of it is in the same chunk because I don't want to deal with, you know, multiple chunks. But I think, yeah, like these are going to be, bricks aren't crazy hard to get. Like I've got a decent amount of bricks. So I'm going to get all of this and I will be right back. All right, now we're back and I have done some work. I haven't done a lot of work, but I've done some work. If we come over here, and I've been just looking at some of them, but here is the macerator, and this is the one that I think we're gonna do. So if we go into here, we look at where our pistons are, we should have everything. We need that and that. Oh, it gives us 2. Oh, crud, I didn't realize that. Well, it's a little awkward. But I just need these, which I've got plenty of bricks. I just need more of the bronze plates because I am low on bronze plates. So what I've been doing is I've just been sitting here trying to make sure that everything is running correctly. So I am doing stuff like so to push everything into a chest. And we can do that number, auto output, and it'll automatically throw our goodies into here. But then what I'd like to do is have a chest that automatically inputs. I don't think I'm going to be that lucky. But the idea that I want is that we can reuse these bad boys and we won't have to worry about it. And then we've got plenty. Oh, we don't have plenty. Put those in there because we're going to need those, aren't we? Yes, we are. So this is going to cost 354, 96, 192. Oh, holy cow. You're going to put in work, I tell you what. Holy cow. Oh, this is going to be rough. All right, I'm going to go get a ton of copper and a ton of... I don't really need a ton of tin. I do need an absolute buttload of copper. Okay, I just want to do a quick update because it's been a few hours, and this is what we've got going on right now. So we just have a macerator that's just pushing through a whole lot of chalcopyrite. And then once it's done, it's going to go through some copper ore and then pyrite, just because I do also need I need a lot of pyrite as well. So that's what we'll do. And then it'll come into here. And then in the morning, I will come and throw all of it into our wonderful furnace array. The only problem with the furnace array that I have experienced is that when I'm close to it and I tried to put stuff in, it has a fatal error. So that's kind of annoying. So that is all that I'm going to be doing for the night. I've been just having all this run. I've got a lot of the qubits. And one thing that I found out is that I can make the lines, like the angled lines with this. So I can use what's called a double roof tile, and then I can use this, which is the cladding, which will allow for 2 separate I'll show it in the morning if I remember. Again, if I remember. Very likely I won't. But I'll show it, and I'm gonna just go up there and make a few stone wands. And then I need a chisel. Chisel, it was right here all along. We're gonna go for 11. Okay. And then I'm gonna run up there. And the nice part about this is that it's not a huge area and it's just one line. So it's a 5x1. So we're not gonna accidentally place like a whole bunch of them, which is kind of my main concern when I do these, is that I'll place like a ton of them somewhere that I don't mean to. We can just do this. Works like a charm. The only annoying part is that it doesn't work with the auto tool replace system. So, but I mean, that's not a huge deal. Yeah, you can see there, didn't replace it. Okay, so we are very close to being finished with the whole top. And again, I think I stated this before. I don't know if I cut it out. I am going to get rid of these black spots because they're just annoying. I don't like the dark spots. Yeah, we're not going to have enough to finish, but that's not a huge deal. I'm not that upset about that. As long as we can get it before the end of the episode, I'd like to get this all done before then. We may have one more episode before this is all finished, though. And it's mainly just because of the sheep. So, not a huge deal, though. Unfortunate. Could have finished that line. All right, I am back. It's been a day or so, and I've just been grabbing some stuff. This isn't the work of, you know, a day or so, but I've been gaming with some buddies, so we are here for it. Let's see. So I need this. Boop. There we go. All right, sweet. That's 22. Now I'm going to come down here. And I think that we're just going to place it. Let's just place it in the corner. I think that'll be a better strategy. So we have the output. This is the input. And then we have the actual steam hatch. Okay. Now here's the question. Can I... Yes, I can. Okay, so I can have the... Okay. I can have the items come in through the top. And then the output, let's have the output go that direction. I'm really interested to see just how much this, first of all, takes, and second of all, how much it gives. Let's grab those and item pipes. So in 32 seconds, it's processing... Is that 8? I think that's 8. Okay. Well, there we go. Well, I am a happy camper. Now, here's the thing. Would it be worth, because this does 8 in... Let me do the math. Okay, so I did a little bit of math. I'm not 100% sure the rate of usage for the washer system, but I'm debating. I think that making this one the steel variant might be worth it, and only making that one in the steel variant. I need a lot more steel rods. I'm gonna go grab the steel because I think that the steel version of the washer might be a bit more efficient. I think so. I think that's the strategy we got to go for. Because if we look at the... Can I see... I do need to bring water down here, though. So I'm going to need to pump that. But I did, the person that I spoke to on the server, they were using a water pump for their, whenever they use steam. So I don't think, and it looked like they only had one. But I'm not that worried about that. Yeah, I think I'll go for the steel version. The steel version for the ore washer. Do I want to, though? Let's look at the resource usage that we'll have. So that's 59. Do I have... I need 3 more. Or do I... I guess I need 6 more. I mean, it'd be 5 more, but the last one would be just because we have to make them in sets of 2. Let me find out what the production rate of it is. Okay, so I am looking at the wiki right now, and it says the steam purifier is a steam tier multi-block. And particularly, it says that it processes up to 8 items at once, but it is 25% faster than single block steam machines of the same pressure and only consume 62.5% of the steam normally required. There are 2 tiers. There's the basic and the high pressure one. The high pressure version consumes twice the amount of steam to run twice as fast. So I'm leaning towards just using the high pressure one, because we're producing very quickly. I do think that it's funny that it took me this long to realize that our bottleneck was just the pipe. That was so silly of me. But I think I'm going to go with the high pressure one. I think that that's going to be worth it. I hope it's going to be worth it. That's going to be... That's the real... the real thing, is I hope that it's worth it. Because I'm not 100% sure if it is. If it's not, I'm going to cry. But twice the speed. I mean, that's nothing to slouch over, right? Oh yeah, and I cleaned this up a little bit. I thought it was a little bit of an eyesore. So it's not all just, you know, sitting underground now. Like, we can't just see a massive hole. That's what I meant to say. It is all underground rather than being exposed. Da-da-da. Hey, so in between this cut and the previous, I got everything for the system, and so we're just going to be putting it together. I thought I'd just splice it. It's not a big deal, but I'll show me making it. Okay, and then this one... we will put... I don't know. Let's see how this looks first. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, that'll be good. And then I do need to do that so that the thingy works. Oh, okay. I just had to switch this to this side rather than being on this side. That was the only one that was very specific with it. And so what we've got going on here now is basically the exact same thing. I just swapped it a little bit. So nothing crazy. And I can go grab... I need to grab a bunch of wooden ones and a few steel so we can bring water down here. So I'm going to just do that. Okay, so I'm going to take some cassiterite ore. We're going to input it, right? Okay. Okay, ore washer. Okay. And we got purified cassiterite ore and stone dust. Okay. That's all good. Oh, that is eaten up. Steam, though. Ooh. Oh, hot dang. Oh, interesting. Huh. So, I think... huge fluid pipe, bronze fluid pipe, steel fluid pipe. How many do we need? Oh no, 28 times 12. Oh joy. Huh. So I need to replace all of these with a higher load version, which would be at our current level, the huge one, which is this. But they are so expensive. They're double steel plates. So it's 12 steel per huge steel fluid pipe. Oh boy. I might start getting into nugget duplication because I need 336 ingots in order to do this. And I don't have 336 steel ingots or nuggets or ingots. Yeah, I need 336 ingots. So we might do nugget duplication. Okay, I gotta go kill the naga. I need aluminum. All right. That may be, I think that's a task for next episode. So for now, ore processing. This is as far as we're going to get with ore processing for now, because we need ore duplication in terms of basically getting it for free. Yeah. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to leave that there. I appreciate it, and I hope that you all enjoyed. All right. Let me think. Yeah, that's it. That's all we can do. So I do hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please let me know. I always appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.